Tough. All right, let's do some graphing. Now, just to let you know, it's going to be different with the practice problems that we do than what you're going to see on Delta Math. Delta Math, you're going to like plot the center, and then you're going to like expand it to get the radius to match. Okay, so it'll take a little time to kind of sort that out. But like on this practice, and then obviously on the review and the test, you're going to be graphing by hand. Okay, all right, so let's do this first one. Again, if you need to write that formula that's on the front board down onto your paper, please feel free to write it down. That's the formula we'll be using for circles. So when I think about writing this stuff down to graph, I want to first find the center and the radius. All right. So let's see. Donovan, what is the center? Very good. So let's plot that point first. Okay, so there's my center at 3, 6. All right, and then Samantha, what is the radius? Okay. It is at the top, but I just care about looking here. Where do you find the radius from the equation? It'd be from the 1. This is the radius squared. So if the radius squared is 1, what is the radius? It's also 1. Very good. Right? The square root of 1 is also 1. So our radius is 1. So it's going to be a pretty small circle. All right? So we're going to go 1 unit in every direction and make the circle. And there it is. I know, right? Any questions on the first one? I know, right? Oh, man. What a day.
What if there's numbers in the X and Y?
Oh, my gosh. Let's look.
Oh, there's none.
Now, what Luke just asked was, what if there are numbers in, you're talking about these, the X and the Y? There will not be numbers in there if the equation is like ready. Like in this case, it's ready. When we did this yesterday and we didn't know the radius, they gave us the center and they gave us a point on the circle. Then we could plug in that point that's on the circle to X and Y to solve for the radius. We practiced that one time. Yes. Go ahead. I can. Sure. Yep. Okay. All right. Number two. Gladys, what is the center? Positive 5. Nice. Positive 5 and positive 2. So let's graph that. All right. And then let's say, Michael, what is the radius? So this right here is in that equation, right? So 4 is equal to the radius squared. I do not want the radius squared. I want the radius. So no, the radius squared is 4. So what is the radius? No, the radius squared is 4. It's 2. You got to go the other direction. You're good. It's okay. So the idea is if the radius squared is 4, then to find the radius, you got to take the square root of 4, which is 2. Okay, so don't forget to do that. It was different on the first one, Michael, because Samantha, the one that she had, it was just 1, and the square root of 1 is still 1. All right, that's the only time where it will be the same. All right, so let's plot this by going 2 units in every direction and making the circle. Circle time. Throwback to your elementary school days. I know you miss it. Yesterday, my daughter, who's in kindergarten, because the school was taking like the STAR test, the kindergarten doesn't take the STAR test. So she got to go to like a playground in our neighborhood for like 3 hours just on a school day. She's like, Dad, we're going on a field trip. I was like, you're going to a playground we go to like regularly, like in our neighborhood. But hey, if you're excited, I'm excited. She had a great time. That's right, she did. All right, let's go number 3. Flip it over. All right, I'm going to go with Layla. What is the center of this circle in number 3? Good. It is 0. Well done, Layla. I'm impressed. That's the tricky one, right? If there's no number in the parentheses with your variable, then it's going to be 0. So well done, Layla. All right, let's do the radius. Let's see. Luke, what is the radius of this circle?
3.
It's 3. Well done. The radius squared is 9, so the radius is going to be 3. All right, so let's graph that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you'll notice you're going to go off the grid a little bit. Just do your best. That won't happen on the Delta Math. Whenever I make circles, I feel like my right side of the circle is usually better. But this one, I feel like my left is better. Yeah, I feel like my right side here is a little wonky. That's all right. Just do your best. All right, let's do the last one, number 4. All right, the center in number 4. Minerva, what's the center in number 4? Excellent. And Gabriel, what's the radius in number 4? Yeah, it's 5. Very good. This is a pretty large circle, I agree.